So I've been sitting around a lot lately and thinking about all the things that are going to be coming up once the world once again opens its doors. And an event that I'm always so excited about, of course, is the bottom eight. And as I started to think about it again for who knows when, there's no date, there's no venue, there's no nothing other than me thinking about it. But what I wanted to talk about was how I realized that the direction we were going on Bottom 8 Part 2 needs to be changed anyways. So Bottom 8 really is a celebration of arm wrestling, a celebration of all the great characters in arm wrestling. And I think we really nailed that year one. But I think that the way we were going for year two is we were getting slightly off track. I think that the level was getting a little bit too high. You know, we had Alex from Arm Wrestling TV versus, so we had that all Russian matchup, Alex versus Artem. Both those guys are too good. They're too good. Like, Alex is winning tournaments in Russia, and Artem's not far behind that. Like, Artem's getting really good now. Like, I love those guys, but they're not bottom eight. They're not. Evan Burgoyne versus Roger. These guys embody the spirit of the bottom eight, but they're too good. They're too good. Like, what I might do is I might have super matches at the bottom eight. Like, but the actual bottom eight tournament, you can't have a guy like Roger in there. Evan is like, even if they're both loaded, they might be too good. Redbird versus Blue. Blue is 44% stronger than he was last year. Old Johnny Redbird, he might still be able to scrape in there, but I don't know. Larry versus Juji. Man, I don't think that there's anybody on the planet who's arm wrestling as much as Larry Wheels is right now. Brett Burgoyne versus Coach Ray. Not bottom eight. Anyways, I mean, there were some matches, well, that might still make it, like Igor Mazarenko and Bart Wood. Like, those guys were great, and I think that now they probably suck a lot. You know, they might still be able to make it, but everybody who was in the bottom eight, I don't know, like, everything is being scrubbed, obviously, and relooked at. Milo versus Tom, maybe, but everything's got to be relooked at. Oh, well, I'd say there's one match that should probably stick. Laba versus the King of CT. Those guys both suck. They both totally suck. So they should definitely be in there. But anyways, I just wanted to just kind of put my thoughts out there a little bit on where the bottom eight seemed to be going, which was way too high. Like, guys were getting, like, really good. And I've got to bring this thing way back down. Like, down. I'm thinking, like, when I'm thinking about people, actually what sparked me thinking this entire thing was Gary's last interview with that Barry Bourne guy. Like, that guy right there, that Barry Bourne dude, if he's not in the bottom eight, I have failed as an arm wrestling promoter. Like, that dude has bottom eight tattooed across his forehead. And while we're at it, Gary Roberts, you know, since he's back in the sport, that dude was born with a bottom eight soother in his mouth. Anyways, arm wrestling's great on all levels. Top eight, WAL, all the tournaments, all the way down to the basement. And I just don't want bottom 8 ever to like be anything but cool, awesome, and fun. Anyways, hopefully all this stuff settles. We can start planning craziness again. Have a good day, everybody.